Hello and welcome to this Whitley Photographic Society video. In this video we're going to look at our print competitions and how to enter them. Throughout the year we have several competitions, most of which are digital and are fairly straightforward to enter. We do have a number of print competitions throughout the season as well, and what we found, some people new to the club don't tend to enter them because they're not sure as to what to do. So this video, it's intended as an explanation to explain a little bit about how to enter the competitions, how to prepare your prints for competitions, and hopefully take some of the mystery out of it and encourage some of the newer members to put prints into future competitions. With our print competitions, we actually have two separate competitions, one for colour images and the other for monochrome images. The competitions consist of 3 separate rounds. Each round is an open round, so you can submit any type of image you want. There's no set subject. In total, across the competitions, you're allowed a total of 6 entries, 6 for the monochrome and 6 for the colour competition. And you're not allowed to have any more than 3 entries in each round. As with the digital competition, we have an advanced section for more established club members and a club section for those who are a little bit newer to the club. So how do we print? Well, this can be done both at home on your own printer or can be done commercially. Either way is perfectly acceptable. So once you're happy with your photograph and you're ready to print it, you can either print it straight away, or some editing software has a tool in it which allows you to put a border around the image. This border can be very useful for mounted prints, and the reason for it is that the border is then behind the mount, which means that the whole of the printed area is displayed. If you didn't have the border when you mount the photograph, you're going to lose some of the printed area behind the mount. To enter a print competition, all the images must be mounted. So we'll get our photograph, whether we've printed it ourselves or we've sent off to have it done, and we need the mount for it. Again, this can either be done commercially, and there are a number of places that will do it for you, or you can do it yourself. So besides the print, what else do we need to create the mount? Well, fairly obviously we need the mounting board. That can be easily bought at one of a number of local craft shops. In addition to the board, you're going to need a ruler, a pencil, a very sharp knife, because the mounting board is quite thick and takes a little bit of cutting, so you need a very sharp knife, and some tape. So with print competitions, one of the main stipulations is that the mounting board has got to be no bigger than 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. However, the print can be any size within that. And again, the mounting board can be smaller than that as well, but that's the maximum size that you're allowed. So to mount our photograph, firstly we have to precisely measure it, and measure it so that it'll fit where we want it to within the mount. We'll then mark this up with a pencil and the ruler, and you'll notice the way I've marked it up, that the lines go right the way from edge to edge on the mounting board. This is to help us check that we've got our measurements right. So if we place the picture on top of the mounting board, we can see where the lines are, and that indicates where it's going to be cut out. And we can see from this shot here that the mounting board, it's going to cover the edges of the picture. It actually is going to cover the border that we mentioned earlier on. So we've got all of the printed area of the photograph that we want to display displayed, and the border that's hidden behind the mounting board. So once we're happy with that, we'll just use the ruler and the knife, and then we'll just score along the lines that were marked, and we'll cut out the centre part of the mounting board. To attach the mounting board to the photograph, we'll just simply tape it, and we'll just tape around the edges of the photograph and tape it to the mounting board, and it's as simple as that. For competitions, we always enter using our competition number, then underscore, and then the name of the image, just as we do with the digital one, except obviously we'll write it on the back of the mount so that the judge knows which picture is which. And that's your print ready for the competition. The prints are submitted to the competition secretary, they collect them, and then they send them off to the independent judge to be judged. When you submit your entry, it's also requested that you send us in to the competition secretary a digital copy of your image. The reason for this is that we use the winning entries, the digital copies of them, for our club website and also social media to publicise what we do. So I hope that all makes sense and takes a little bit of the mystery out of what is needed for a print competition, and hopefully encourages you to enter one in the next round of competitions. The main thing, as with anything with a club, if you're not sure, just ask one of the members, because we're only too happy to help. Okay, look forward to seeing your pictures in the next competition. Good luck.